welcome to another episode of She Hates Whisky. My name is David and I love whiskey.
My name's Meredith and I hate whiskey, but I love him.
Yeah, so on She Hates Whisky, we have two different people with a very different feeling about whiskey, but we try whiskeys, we learn about them and learn to like them a little bit. This week we are doing our second episode of reviews of Game of Thrones single malt scotch whiskies. Meredith, as you can see, is going to be providing music for this episode and also some weird expressions. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to start off with the Singleton Glendullan release.
A fish?
The reason why we're starting with this is because it's the lowest ABV. It's actually the most affordable, at least retail-wise, of all the different releases that they did in this series. And it seems to be like it should be pretty accessible to you.
Oh my gosh, this is a really mean fish. I thought it was a cute fish, but it has like pointy, sharp teeth.
Oh yeah?
See?
No.
And it's like a piranha. Game of Thrones version of piranha.
Yeah, so I'm gonna know, she's gonna tell us a little bit about it maybe.
Tully says family, duty, honor.
Yeah, that must be their
and they
family
have
words.
piranha as their symbol.
I think it's just fish.
This is best served with a splash of water.
Wow.
So we're not following best practices here. This scotch has notes of green apple, honey, and sweet vanilla, and finishes dry and clean.
Yeah, I definitely get the honey and the vanilla. I don't know about the green apple. Oh, maybe.
Oh, and House
very
Tully
easy to
embodies
drink.
the surge of the rivers.
The surge of the rivers.
So it should remind you of surging rivers. And river waters never cease moving, so you should keep moving it the whole time.
Oh my. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, I would say it's very drinkable.
Okay.
I'm curious what you think.
Okay,
Yeah, I definitely get the honey and the vanilla. I don't know about the green apple. Maybe a slight.
A little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can smell it a little bit. It's weird to put vanilla and green apple together. That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, and it should be apparent. They definitely colored these, which I think is, I guess, kind of makes sense. They want it to be consistent. But they must have chosen the darkest one and then made them all as dark as that or something. I don't know. What do you think?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's not a...
No burniness to it?
No, it's not burny, but it still has that kind of a little bit chemical-y taste. But I think that's the taste of whiskey, so... Yeah. It's weird. It tastes like alcohol.
Tastes like alcohol?
So weird.
Oh my gosh.
But easy to drink. If you had a friend coming over to watch Game of Thrones, and you had all these whiskeys, but they wanted to feel included, you could give them this one. It's nice and warm. It's very, very cold today.
I know it's been a week or so since we tried the other ones. Do you know where it kind of lines up with those?
There's definitely something in it that I don't like.
There's something in it
There's
that
some
you don't like.
strong, piercing smell and taste in it. It goes away quickly, but it's there, and I don't love it.
You liked the Oban the most last time.
Is that the night swatch?
That's the night swatch.
And I heard from some of our fans that they really enjoyed my reading of the Night's Watch.
Oh, I'm sure.
Proclamation.
Oath.
I'm just going to do one more sip and see if it hurts me again.
So next we're going to be doing the Clynelish. This one I was pretty excited about because Clynelish is not a super common distillery to put stuff out for.
It's not bad.
Now this one is the highest ABV. This is, what is it, 51.2%. Which is definitely the highest. The only reason why we're not doing it last is because of the peatiness of the Lagavulin that's coming up next. So this is going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
Relatively hot. You definitely get the alcohol in the nose.
This is House Tyrell. They're growing strong.
Yeah.
So this should help me grow to be a strong whiskey drinker. And their symbol is a flower, but it looks like it has spikes.
Thorns, even.
Thorns even.
Thorns even.
Oh, it's supposed to be fruity and waxy.
It is definitely fruity.
And sea spicy flavors.
I don't know what waxiness would be like, but maybe this.
Oh, okay. It should have maritime qualities again. Again, it should have that aftertaste of a boat or a seal. Some of those maritime, maybe a lighthouse.
I don't think you're gonna like
this. If you licked a lighthouse.
This is good though. I like this. This is It's definitely more complex than I'm getting right off the bat. It's kind of,
you're right. Those are thorns. These are thorns.
yeah, it's kind of hard to get it right off the bat, but this is interesting. So it does have a slight merit, like a little bit of salty brininess.
Okay.
And definitely fruity. I'm not sure which fruits.
It should help you have a sharp mind, it says. It doesn't say it'll help you have that. It says that the flower people have sharp minds. Sharp actions.
I'm definitely going to need to take some time with this.
Oh, okay.
It is
Should
hot.
we leave you alone?
No, but it is hot. I might try to add some water to later, not on camera, just to kind of see how things go.
I can smell it from here.
That is alcohol-y.
Is this the one that said you should have it with a drop of water? Just one?
No, that was the Lagavulin.
Holy crap.
It's definitely very
Oh
alcoholic.
my
You're going to have a
God.
very hard time with this. I'm just warning you.
It's like so say I start here and I'm smelling. Right here. That's how far it hits me.
That's good.
That's the smell.
That's a solid 3-inch nose.
Smellosphere.
Off the glass.
The
Okay.
smellosphere. Okay.
Are you getting any notes or just alcohol?
I'm doing this is my patent pending drive-by sniff.
The drive-by.
The drive-by
Yep.
sniff.
Can be useful. Things are a little extreme.
Oh man, it just smells. Oh, this is gonna be, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to just be burn. Just going to be a whole lot of burn.
Ugh.
Yep. You getting any flavors from that?
Just the thorns.
Just the thorns. Just the thorns from the Clynelish.
The flower.
I actually like that quite a bit, but I definitely need to take some time with it and water it down a little bit, try to get at some of those flavors so I can build it back up a little bit.
I'd like to never do that.
All right, she's
Okay.
hopefully never going
This
to do
is
that.
the one
Yes.
that most reminds me of Game of Thrones because of all the violence
In your mouth.
in my mouth.
That's true.
More than the wolf.
We forgot to
in my
mention
mouth.
earlier on that not only do you not like whiskey, you don't really like Game of
Oh
Thrones
yeah,
that
I don't
much
really
either,
like Game of Thrones, although I
which
do know
is the perfect pairing.
theme song.
That is true.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people know that. I'm having
Yeah.
trouble with this.
When I did it last time, I almost started with a Lord of the Rings theme.
Yeah.
But I was, a book fell. Exciting things happening.
So Lagavulin is
This
a
Lagavulin. Ooh.
Isla whiskey, peated,
Okay. There's a rule when you drink this one.
that you have to roar.
Yes! After you take a sip, you have to go roar, or however
Is
you
that the
roar. Roar. Yeah, it says "Hear me roar." And
Ooh, yeah.
do the Lannisters do a lot of roaring in the show?
Their house sigil is
a lion.
lion.
But do they roar?
No. I mean, I guess some of them make a lot of noise, but I don't know.
No roaring?
So
I feel like they're really
this is going to be
just
peaty, but
Okay.
ooh.
Ooh.
It is a very sweet peat, so you
Let's
might
see.
actually not hate it.
Okay, let's see. Intense smoky flavor with
Yes.
every sip.
That is true.
Oh, yeah, I can smell it over here. Let's see.
Maybe.
If you
vanilla.
cross them, you will indeed hear their thunderous and violent roar. I'm hearing
Oof,
that
that's
there's no
nice though.
roaring. Let's see. Nice.
So
Also
definitely
says
some
smoky.
Darker flavors, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sherry influence on this.
You did forget to do something though.
I did forget to do something. What? Roar? Oh. Roar! Yes.
Oh, this is the one that's best served neat or with a single drop of water. Have to get a pipette.
That's nice.
Okay.
I mean, if you're a fan of Isla whiskey, so that rich, smoky, little bit of island influence, a little bit salty. And if you're a fan,
the thorns.
yeah, well, if you're a fan of Lagavulin 16, I would definitely say that this is pretty similar to that. It's not as much.
Not as much of a
smellosphere.
Smellosphere. I like the smellosphere.
That's good.
Ugh.
Nope.
I'd rather eat or have the thorns.
Wow.
Roar!
Oh, you almost forgot too. That would have ruined it for everyone. Everyone was looking forward to that. So interesting. So there's 2 others in the line.
Man.
A Cardew, which is not available here in New Hampshire, so I probably won't get it because at this point it's probably long gone. And the Royal Lochnagar 12, which I was curious about, but it was as expensive as the most expensive ones, and I just couldn't get up the courage to get it, though a coworker of mine has it, so maybe I'll try some of that. But so I would say more so than the last 3 that we did, I would say these are a little more interesting to me.
They were all really different.
They were all really different. Lagavulin, if you're a peated whiskey fan, this is worth trying, especially if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, to have it and give it a try. The Clynelish, if you haven't been, there's a little bit of bottlings of Clynelish out there, but not a ton. And so this is really interesting, especially at that high ABV. If you are, into exploring whiskeys, this is a type of whiskey you take your time to enjoy. And this is really accessible, really easy to drink. It's got some going on. I'm kind of looking forward to spending a little more time with it, along with the rest of these as well. And kind of see how it kind of expands, maybe add a little water here and there.
I'll try to take pictures for our Instagram of David spending quality time with these.
Yeah, whiskeys. And these are a little more expensive. This is cheap. It was only $30 here in New Hampshire. That was kind of the retail listed price, so if you can get your hands on it. It's a little bit late now, but let us know if you've been finding some of these Game of Thrones whiskeys and trying them, and if you like them, if you're a new drinker, if you feel like they were accessible to you.
Yeah.
Or if some of them weren't, and why. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of She Hates Whisky.
Maybe post
Game
videos
of Thrones.
of you roaring.
Yes, obviously.
If you roar.
By all means, like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, whether they like whiskey or don't like whiskey. Follow us on Instagram. And, of course, keep enjoying whiskey.
Yeah.
We will hopefully see you.
Enjoying
Or not. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.